Camoflauge started out here at Pure Pain in this group, Crime Affiliates. You know what I'm saying? Well, they started out, the name was Partners in Crime, but somebody had the name, so we had to run with Crime Affiliates, which I felt was a tighter name. It had more, it was more authentic than Partners in Crime. And the group, the members, it was a four-member group, consisting of the twins, which broke off to be double barrel, Moet, she was the only female of the group, and Camoflauge. And they had a real tight chemistry. They had a real tight chemistry. What we really wanted to do with that was set up three different acts. So we were gonna set the twins up to be double barrel. We were gonna set Moet up, you know, as a solo artist, and then Camoflauge as a solo artist. So we jumped Camoflauge's next album off, which was I Represent. To me, to date, that was the best album we ever put out the camp because everybody was like real hungry to show the city how much fire we had. And it was like we had brought on another producer because with the first album, with Crime Affiliates album, it was just me and G Cope doing the tracks. And I had only did like a small amount of the tracks because I was working with another group. I was working with two other groups, as a matter of fact, at the time in Pure Pain that we never released. Then when we dropped the I Represent album, we like collectively, all three of us did production. We brought on Fat Boy. And Fat Boy just brought like a totally different flavor, a hot flavor to the Pure Pain scene. So it was like, damn, but we got a mean camp because we had damn near in-house everything. We had in-house production, we had in-house staff, we had in-house everything. So everything was looking good from that point. Then after that, Camoflauge went to jail. You know, I can remember him calling me because I was in Atlanta at the time, and he hit me up and he was like, yo, dude, man, they got me on the news for murder, man, but I've been chilling all night or whatnot. And I was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they made a mistake. I'll be back in a minute. And when I come back, we could probably get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, he was getting with our people here anyway to try to clarify the situation. Okay, Camoflauge, bam, bam, involved in this murder or whatnot. It really hit the news and impacted everybody very, very badly. It was real devastating to me because we had just released this album that I figured was going to set us up for a major deal. And I know it would have, but that right there was a key monkey wrench. And you know, we fought diligently, you know, to get him out, and we did. Through that situation, I witnessed like a lot of ills with law enforcement, and that made me kind of lose faith in the justice system when I saw things like evidence being planted. I said, what kind of justice system do we have here? You know, where people are coerced to lie and possibly destroy someone's life forever. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about a murder charge, you're talking about life. And I'm glad that, you know, we were delivered from that situation. But after he was released from jail, we jumped right out, bam, and started working on the next album. I did this track that's on his Strictly for the Streets album called Guilty. That was the first song we did for the Strictly for the Streets album. And when he got out, I was like, man, let's do a song that's gonna really exonerate you, man. That's what we need to do. We need to do a song that's gonna just like clear you. And I know you got a few things you wanna get off your mind anyway. So we did Guilty, and that launched the album. And Strictly for the Streets, we pounded it out. We worked on that for about 2 months. And we had like about 10 or 11 songs. Def Jam, they were interested. We had a couple of labels interested, but Universal really, they put the fire behind trying to get that album, and that's why we went with them first. And at times I regret the deal because it could have been a lot better, but at the same time, it did a lot as far as proving to us that some young black males from Savannah, from the hood, can come together and do something as big as get a major record deal in Savannah. That was like one of the greatest accomplishments that young brothers could, our age could come up with. I know Camoflauge started having legal problems again. He went back to jail, and this time it was on a drug charge. It was like every time we was either due to drop an album or we would do a concert or something, he'll go to jail, and it was messed up, you know what I'm saying? Or it just something that happened. And that was a monkey wrench that we had to deal with a lot. And people real apprehensive to like put money into you if they see that, okay, we giving these cats money, we giving them bread. So that was like my whole mind frame, boy, we just gotta do the right thing, man, because they giving us money like this. We can keep getting it, man, and then, and we can help the city. Like we said we was gonna help the city, that was like the whole goal, to help the city. That's why we was trying to just really, really get the city behind us on the projects, because everything was gonna circulate. But anyway, when he went to jail this time and he got out, I think that really like bothered him mentally, because he was like, people go through these real severe periods of depression. He come out, go in, come out, go in. And then when they caught up with him, they locked him up again. And it was like in January, I remember. And I was like, all right, now what's our next step? Everybody was wondering, what are we gonna do now? Because so much has been invested into this project here in the Camoflauge, and he's not out to work it. And we were just like, damn, man, this really is another monkey wrench. But he got out and he was given probation. The Lord came through for us on that one, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, we need you to stay up out of there, man, because we know we can get this money, we know we can be successful, but the police are not on your side. You know that, they target you, and you're gonna have to respect that, and I saw him after that time now, I know he wouldn't have went back to jail again, because he made up his mind, look, I'm gifted, I'm talented, God blessed me with this gift, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do right. That's when we began to work on his the Keeping It Real album. We began to work on and knock it out. I had done the first song to kick that one off, which was Down by the River. We had done that one a while ago, but Fat Boy had done Fat Boy put in plenty of work on this album. He did his thing. Cause him and Ski was just like really, really, him and Camoflauge just really, really collabing, man, real good. What we did was finish the album, shot the Hot Grits video, and we said what we don't want is a deal right now, because we know we can get this independent money. Because he had came so hard on the Keeping It Real album, man. He did like an album full of singles, in my opinion. We could have dropped damn near any song off of that album and it would have been a single. We went with the Hot Grits single, I think partly because Mike Nificent was on the single, and that was a great opportunity for us to set up two artists, and it wasn't necessarily a club banger or whatnot, but it was still a hot song, and it was a song that could set up two artists. And when we shot that video, man, it was like bam, he came to me, he would give me his ideas. I was gonna be receptive because he's such a creative person. I never seen a mind work like that before. His mind is so creative, man. It's like it'll come up with an idea from out of nowhere. So, I took his advice on a lot of ideas, and we made that video happen. And that was my first mainstream video. That's when I really noticed a change in him, because he had already talked about directing the next video with me, and I was like, man, that's not a problem, because you know how we do around here. We're gonna share our resources. That's how we do. That's how a family grows. You share your resources, pool your resources together, and everybody will come up together. And I was showing him how to like write treatments and do shot lists, because I think he really wanted to get into more than just being an MC or rapper. I was doing my best to give him that opportunity. And he even co-produced a song on this album, on Keeping It Real. So he was growing as an artist, at an exponential rate. The man was really doing his thing. There was still some distractions. I felt that if he had alleviated those distractions, it would have put him on that high of a level, and he didn't. And when you don't alleviate those distractions, they become weights. And what they do is add more gravity to what you already have. You know what I'm saying? So they kept him, they really kept him from flying and soaring the way he should have. I think a real good thing to happen for him was the show on 94.1 that he got. The beat gave him opportunity, some more responsibility, in my opinion. And he stepped up to the plate, and his show was tight, show was awesome, and did his thing. And that was one of the best things for his career, because it gave him a chance to see that, all right, although you started out as a rapper, you started out as Camoflauge, a rapper, man, this is your stepping stone. I noticed real phenomenal growth in his songs. From song to song, I saw this man elevate like no other, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the next album that we drop, you'll see it. But the album after that is just, it's like, bam, he just kept on growing. And he showed me that, in this, you gotta have a passion for whatever you do. You gotta romanticize whatever you do. You gotta be like, look, man, this what I do. I'm an artist. I'm given the opportunity to get paid off of my craft. I got fans who love me. I wanna make sure these fans get the best of what I got to give. And that's what he did. He gave his fans the best of what he had, man. I mean, you can't do it. You can't do it no better than how Camoflauge did it. The man brought charisma with him. Charisma followed him. I could tell from the people that the people that he talked to and consorted with on a daily basis, it was like, they were like just charmed by the man. So, the media made him out to be a beast. That's to be expected. Young black male making a lot of money. He was just telling the hood the story that they were already living and experiencing. And he was telling them, I'm gonna tell other people this is how bad it is. These are the living conditions that you all are subject to. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on these lyrics, because he could have rapped about anything because he was just that talented. He's like, I'm gonna put it into these lyrics, put it on these tracks, so other people can see how we living. Maybe there's a remote chance somebody might do something about it. I don't know, And he would even tell me, yo, dude, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's good that I'm in the position I'm in, man, but a lot of people don't understand, man. I had low self-esteem as a kid, man. A lot of people really, don't understand that about me. That's why I might seem arrogant sometimes, but it's not really that. I just had low self-esteem, so it's like, for me, to have all of this right now, it's like, it's almost overwhelming in a sense, and the man was knowledgeable of that, and through time, he learned how to control all of that. I mean, I couldn't imagine being 18 or 17, well, his first album he dropped when he was like 16, 17. I couldn't imagine at that age dropping an album, being popular, getting money, and I had come from very, very modest means. I can't imagine that, you know what I'm saying? So, because when I was his age, that's not how life was for me. These kids loved him. His fans definitely loved him. He was a lovable person. And he's already gone down in history as one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to go out and pay people to say, yo, man, why don't y'all say on your show, Camoflauge, one of the greatest MCs to ever live. We don't even have to say that. You know, his music spoke for itself, and that's why he's gotten the acknowledgement that he has. And you know, all you can do is respect that. We keep stepping up, and we're gonna keep stepping up. And everything just, you know, everything is just, it's still snowballing. In my opinion, it's still snowballing. You know, Camoflauge, Jason Johnson is gone, but Camoflauge is gonna always be an artist on Pure Pain, and he's still alive here. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Camoflauge is still alive here, and we're gonna keep doing our thing with him. You know what I'm saying? We got Room, Bad Daddy, his album will be dropping soon, and he and Camoflauge got some real hot tracks on that one. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it going, man. Just remember that. You know, I want to first get at the 94.1, the beat staff. You know what I'm saying? My man Bo Money been supportive since day one when he came in. Big Dice, you know what I'm saying? Been supportive since day one. Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Nice been doing this thing, been supportive since he came in day one. And my girl Nova, holding it down. She been supportive since day one. You know what I'm saying? So that's our family over there, you know? I want to give a big shout out to my man Dr. Doom. You know what I'm saying? He always came through for us, you know, real supportive. I want to give a big shout out to my man TJ. Much love to TJ DJs down there, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, because I'm going to try not to leave nobody out. I want to say what's up to my man Kevin the Loach. He helped film a lot of footage for me, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Every time I needed him, he came through. My man Jay, Ronald Jones, every time I needed him, he was another cameraman, you know what I'm saying? I had a great crew. I want to thank my man Robbie Renfro. He was DP on the video that I shot on Hot Grits. Came through for Pure Pain, you know what I'm saying? Spur of the moment, he was there. Man, there's so many people, you know. So if I forgot you, you know, you're not forgotten. I still love you. Pure Pain still love you. It's all good. But, you know, just be on the lookout for that album. It's going to be hot to death, and I mean that. Peace.